I know you're going to be ready to buy some cowboy boots and a cowboy hat. I will take you. I have
Wait, to
multiple
Idaho?
pairs. No, Boot Barn. It's just up the street from me.
Boot Barn.
Boot Barn. Yeah, I'll take you.
Did you just make up that store?
No, it's a real store. I have 3 pairs of boots in my closet right now that I bought from Boot Barn and a couple hats.
Listen, I went to Canada and didn't come back with a Levi jacket or boots.
Just an ex-girlfriend.
Too soon? Josh, that's really mean, actually.
I didn't expect that from Josh.
I know. He's kind of waiting there. Do you see that? He's doing one of those things where he's like hunting. He's like a velociraptor coming in from the side. Clever girl.
No. I have 3 pairs of cowboy boots, not because I watched 5 seasons of Yellowstone like you.
Hey, three
I have pairs of
seasons.
3. It's because I get winded every time I try and tie my shoes.
No, but like, my feet are so long, ladies, that I can't get them inside cowboy boots.
No, that's why you got to size them right.
What size shoes do you wear?
Well, now I'm not going to tell you. It's 12. It's not that big, okay? But it feels like it is.
Well, at least you're not a size 13 on one foot
Wait.
and then size 11 on the other.
Hold on. When you go buy shoes,
Uh-huh.
do you like say, hey, could I get a box of 13, 11 just to try these on and then mix them and match them?
No, I
Okay.
thought about doing that once, but then I'm like, that's probably not fair for the person who tried to buy like 13s or 11s.
Sure.
But I have gotten to the point, though, especially if I'm buying running shoes, I will buy size 13, and then I'll put in like a little insert or something for my toes so that they don't like go all
Kind of
over
like
the place
the
in
cardboard
11s.
underneath the fancy dining table,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes.
just so it doesn't wobble.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, but
Josh, you know they have website matchmaking websites for people with different size feet.
I did not know this.
Spencer
Right?
knows all the websites. He just sent me a website for like Russian NBA jerseys of the 90s, or is this Chinese? Yeah, that's not an answer.
Whoever takes your money first, really.
Am I going to start getting weird texts?
No, but she might be married.
Hey, look, 'tis the
Comes
season.
with a mail order bride.
Wait, female, right? Because male,
That's the
M-A-I-L?
surprise.
Okay.
I think we got the surprise box for you, so
Kenny, the
No
jersey just
guarantees.
comes preoccupied.
Oh, what does that mean? What does that mean? Oh, man. Hey, guys, how's it going?
No,
how you
Kenny, when you
doing?
go buy your boots, let me know. You actually usually have to size up.
Oh, wait.
So I wear an 11 and a half
Sure.
normal shoe. I
Uh-huh.
wear a 12D boot.
12D.
So then I want to do 14 and 12 then, right?
See, I've been working out to
Okay.
not have my 32Bs, but, you know, is that a size? Guys, is that a size? I don't know things.
No. I mean, Josh has that size, but it's a sports bra.
Yeah, that's what I was
That is
asking
true.
for. Yeah.
That is true. And it's a double D, actually.
No, Spencer, if there is an occasion where I need to dress up like this, I'm not going without you. I'm not going to go walk in and say, yeah, size me up, please. I'm going to bring you
No, I'll go
Yeah,
with you.
to the boot barn.
It's kind of awkward the first time.
No, look, if we do this, we're going to Preston. We are going to smuggle milk across state borders. We're going to put our hands in cows' mouths. We're going to do the whole thing.
Sounds like we're going to famous Preston Rodeo.
Wait, when is that?
That's the end of July.
Okay, count me in.
So Stephanie and I moved our wedding date to the first weekend in August, so that didn't conflict with the rodeo.
Because no one in her family would come?
Yeah.
Wait.
I'm not even joking.
So they're like, oh, it's Stephanie's getting married. What a wonderful thing. Ah, it's the same weekend as a rodeo?
I want to see you in a 10-gallon hat, Kenny.
I already have a big enough head, so I don't know if like the hat is necessary, but I will
want to
wear
see
it.
you in a 15-gallon hat.
Okay, what does that mean? Can you actually fit 15 gallons in the hat?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because I'm thinking milk cartons right now, and I feel like a milk carton is the size of a cowboy hat.
Look, you're already thinking like a farmer.
I feel like the Try Guys need to do this.
Like try to fill hats
Yeah,
with
just
milk.
to see like how many gallons of milk you can fit into a 10-gallon hat.
I'm gonna say 1.5. A basic cowboy hat could fill 1.5 gallons.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
I mean, it's science.
Wait.
I'm going with science here.
Spencer knows, apparently.
I mean, they're all
No,
the
he
same.
did the thing where he looks up in the air and he goes, "Yeah, no, actually." He licked his thumb
Yeah.
and put it to the wind, And he's like, yeah, that's about
We
right.
actually had trivia at work. So we start every day with a game. And one of the trivia
Yeah.
questions was how many gallons of milk a cow produces in its lifetime. And
Oh, you knew
I
that right
actually-
off the bat, didn't you?
I didn't. I texted my father-in-law to correct my boss because my boss got it wrong.
Oh, what's the answer?
I don't remember. It was like 800 gallons or something like that. But the thing is,
Whoa.
milk, when they milk at the dairy farms, they don't measure it in gallons or liters. They measure it by weight.
Wait, hold on.
I have this knowledge now that is so useless. I have
Hold
no
on.
idea what to do with it.
Gallons, not weight. Okay.
Yeah, so by tons
It's
and pounds.
yeah.
Actually, I take that back. I probably could use this if I ever go to a bar and use it for bar trivia,
Yeah.
but I don't
Yeah.
drink.
Well, you can still go to trivia night, right?
Still.
You know that, right?
Yeah.
True.
They'll let you in until you order
Yeah.
your water.
Like, okay, get out.
This guy wants a sarsaparilla.
You don't have to drink at the bar. In fact, I've had Elders Quorum presidency meetings at a bar.
That doesn't surprise me.
I mean, why not?
It was at
Yeah.
the garage, wasn't it? Was it the garage?
No.
This is not a plug for the garage. I went there for the first time. By the way, it used to be known as Club Jimax, which I feel like I missed that name already.
What?
Yeah, their burgers are delicious and their fries are really good. And I missed out on the chance to get the funeral potatoes.
Oh, dude, those are the best.
The little hash brown tater tot thingies, whatever they got.
This isn't the garage on Beck, is it?
Yeah.
You know the one by the place where your grandma works?
The Northern Exposure?
Southern.
Southern,
Yeah, they
actually.
changed about like 20 years ago.
Huh.
Yeah, they sure did.
And it shows.
Wait, hold on. Are you saying it's gone downhill? Oh, the Northern Exposure sure went downhill after they changed the branding.
It's really been sagging.
I don't think we can use that.
I feel like we can. Hey, guys, we're just gonna move right on with this. So I went on I'm just gonna go ahead with this. I didn't mean to tell this already, but I went on this date with a very lovely girl. Honestly, super great. And I feel like I added that disclaimer because I'm about to say negative things, right? So we were on this date and just having good conversation, whatever. And I'm telling this really dumb story about me and a buddy going to Vegas and him going to a strip club. And she's like, "Oh, did you go in?" I'm like, "No way." I'm like, "Strip clubs are not for me. That is not my scene. Yuck." You know? And she goes, "I haven't told you what I do for work, have I?"
no.
And I was like, "Excuse me?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm a dancer. I forget the term, but she says I'm a
A
dancer."
go-go dancer?
And I'm like, "No,
Jazz dancer?
no." And I go, "Where?"
Ballet West.
Because I got real yeah, that's nice. I got real nervous. She said, "Oh, the two," because there were two Southern exposures here in Utah.
The northern southern exposure, right?
No, well, there's a northern southern and a southern
Yes.
exposure.
Well, then
and-
there's American Beaver.
Oh, why do they do this? Anyways, I said, "Hey, I'm really sorry." Because I just said, that's not for me. That is not my scene. And I'm here on I'm disrespecting her. But I said, I now need to know everything about what you do for work. And I was asking questions about what kind of money comes in, if she gets along with coworkers. I basically asked, I was like a journalist at that point, like a really nervous, awkward journalist that was a little, yeah.
And this is how Kenny became the star of Risky Business 2.
Truly. Hey, I've stripped before.
I'm more impressed at Kenny. His first thought isn't like, "Oh, I'm on a date with an exotic dancer." What's the money like? Tell me about the accounting. How do you pay taxes?
Listen, I got Jewish lineage, and I can say that because I got Jewish lineage. Okay?
We got the pictures to prove it too.
I'm focused on money a lot. I mean, I'm like, "Oh, so you want to cover the bill then? Like, what's going on here?" Anyways,
Yeah, you got this. We want to split this. We're going Dutch.
that was a random tangent. I'm sorry, Josh. I know you want to talk about Rome. Oh
No, I don't want to talk about The Bachelor anymore. I want to know the numbers here too. You piqued my interest.
Really?
And I want to know, does your experience as a male stripper compare?
Oh no. For me, it was a bachelorette party. And well, that doesn't help it by any means.
No, it doesn't.
And there were a lot of 20-year-olds and their moms.
Was this a ward function?
It was essentially it began as, hey, there's a girl in my ward that's getting married, and I said, okay, how much are you gonna give us? Which once again, money, right? And she said, I'll give you $5 each, and I'm like, that's cool. This was 1999, so I was tan. I had some muscles. I was working at Laguna Beach, which
So that 1999, that would have bought you a Slim Jim and a Sobe.
yeah. Oh no, I was drinking Mystic at that point. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, at least you were 18.
Yeah, no, I was an adult. and anyway, she's like, and I'm like, will there be any like awkward people there? And I'm like, any adults? She's like, no, it's just girls that will just think it's funny that you and your buddy are coming down and you're stripping down to I basically had stubbies underneath my lifeguarding gear because I had a full-on windbreaker and I took it off piece by piece. And we had this soundtrack from a PlayStation 1 game called Bust a Groove. And we had someone turn on the music. We ran downstairs. And we'd start dancing, and we had a choreographed dance, me and my buddy, and he was a mailman. So he had brown little stubbies, and I had blue tiny stubbies. And as soon as we got downstairs, I'm sweating. I'm sweating like crazy. And there are half the room is moms, and they are mocking us. They are laughing at us. But I'm like, you know what? I'm in the zone. I got a Magic Mike this. And
even before Magic Mike.
Oh, I was the original Magic Mike. Except for I didn't know how to perform any magic tricks.
Mildly Mystic Kent?
Yeah. It's mildly mystic. It's the title for the episode. But I only got $5, so we grabbed all of our clothes. We did a run of shame up the stairs and got our $5. But hey, look, they got a show. I think you get a little bit more than that at the northern southern exposure.
The northern southern.
Which, by the way, speaking of bars and drinks, I'm going to put out this little interesting. Sorry, this became about strippers all of a sudden. Happy Valentine's Day yesterday, everyone, or whenever you're listening to this. But in Utah, because they have such stringent liquor laws, you cannot drink where there's nudity, and so either in the strip clubs here in the state, they couldn't actually be nude if there was alcohol. There was just lewd dancing, or you couldn't actually have alcohol in the house. And by in the house, I mean at a bar or whatnot.
Interesting.
Isn't that
This
interesting?
is a tidbit of information that I'm never going to need in my life.
Well, like I said, we told Josh that he needs to go to a bar to play,
I'm gonna
pub quiz.
I'm writing this down,
and he's going to get a water.
Because I'm going to get this question. I know it.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, Josh, this was your very first Valentine's Day as a married man. How?
Yes.
That happened yesterday when the show airs, but it hasn't happened yet.
Not yet.
As of this recording. What are your plans?
Honestly, because we met a year ago on the 11th, we kind of decided to make the 11th our Valentine's for a couple of reasons. One, because
reservations are easier.
It's much easier. So we actually went up to Maddox. And we went.
Oh, awesome!
Yeah, so we went there
Brigham
for
City,
lunch.
right? Yeah,
or Perry, if we're being very technical.
Did you see the Holmgrens?
No, I was actually looking for the Holmgrens like around every corner when I went up there. But we went. We had dinner. It was amazing. We had. I always want to call it filet mignon, but I don't know.
It's called chicken fried steak.
No,
that's what it's called.
No. I refuse.
Fried steak.
I refuse to eat that, and mainly it's because chicken fried steak was ruined in elementary for me.
Why?
The burp ups, man. The burp ups. Do you remember sitting?
No,
do you remember sitting in school and you would just sit there and you just burp up like the chicken fried steak? I swear I can still taste it to this day. And no amount of chocolate cake can ever get that taste out of your mouth. Or mint chocolate milk.
There wasn't mint chocolate milk.
No.
You and Kenny went to school decades before I did.
Stop it right now.
By the time I was eating school lunches, it had gone downhill to the point where all we had was pizza or pizza rolls or sometimes pizza bread.
That was Fridays.
I would eat that all day, Spencer.
Mm-hmm.
Or they had sweet and sour chicken, but it was really just chicken nuggets with sweet and sour sauce poured over it.
That's better than the chicken fried steak, I think, still.
Yeah, the chicken fried steak. Oh, man. I hated chicken fried steak day. because then they always paired it with like peas and
mushy peas.
Oh yeah, and it just was not. No, not even like British mushy peas, like just like peas that were just mushed because lunch ladies didn't care what they were cooking.
Well, yeah, because they just barely thawed out, and
yeah. Yeah, some of them were still cold.
Well, Josh, are you doing anything at all tomorrow for Marianne, though?
We are. The only thing she requested, because I told her, because she's like, oh, we don't need to do anything. I'm like, well, I want to do something. She's like, well, you could get me Costa Vida, and then we can go to Walmart and we can buy all of the candy off of like 25% off. I'm like, done, done.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
she's amazing.
I know she is.
Keep her
Josh,
around.
I know she is.
Josh,
yes.
I'm going to give you advice from an experienced married man. You know, all 3 years I've been married. Almost 4. She's lying. Get her flowers, get her candy, get her something. Because if you remember my first Valentine's Day, Stephanie said the same thing.
Oh, we're getting candy for sure. But the thing is, with the flowers, though, do I get her more flowers? Because I got her flowers on Saturday.
Yes, get her more flowers. Get her. You have to acknowledge the day. Do you remember how bad my first Valentine's Day was? Kenny, you haven't heard this story.
I haven't heard it. Go on.
I can't remember.
Because right now, I'm on team do what she says. Because love is all about communication and clarity. No, and if you got to take her at her word. I'm sorry, it's just a Hallmark holiday. And if she says we can do low key, then you say we're doing low key.
You can do low key, but you have to acknowledge the day. I was told my first Valentine's Day with Stephanie that we didn't need to do anything because we were both working. It was on, I think, a Wednesday night or something like that. So we were going to celebrate that weekend. You know, I got in trouble because I didn't get anything that Valentine's Day. And then, admittedly, my own fault. What I did get her for Valentine's Day was a Groupon to an isolation pod.
Oh yes, I do remember this. This is when you almost got your new bride like murdered.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so explain an isolation pod to everyone who doesn't know.
Well, let me explain what an isolation pod is, and then let me explain where it was. Because we got this off of Groupon.
Mistake number 1.
Well, I got this off of Groupon.
Romantic.
An isolation pod it's an adult-sized chamber shaped like an egg with saline water, so salt water, that you just float in, and it deprives you of like outside auditory senses.
Oh, it's like a meditation chamber.
It is 1,000% a meditation chamber, but you just float. Like it's the Great Salt Lake, but you're just floating with no lights or sounds.
Okay.
So we show up to the address, and it is located in Roy. I wouldn't trust any locations really in Roy for anything. KFC, drug runners.
Yeah, yeah.
Burger King, drug runners.
Yeah.
Harmon's, high-end drug runners.
Is there like a northern, southern exposure?
Actually, there was, but that was further up in Ogden.
Oh.
No, there truly was.
Not
I'm
surprised.
glad you know this.
Listen.
No.
Kenny only knows because of his date.
Now,
yeah, that's why.
Kenny, I want you to ask Joel about the area by the Burger Bar.
Okay.
Because that's where this was located. It was located not by the Burger Bar, which is the nice end of Roy.
Yeah.
Where they run drugs. This was in a back alley, and we pulled up, and we were the only ones there.
Oh no!
So we walk inside this event-looking hall thing, and nobody's there for our appointment. So we're trying to get a hold of them. I'm trying to double check the reservation. When out of the blue, we hear this footsteps coming up from the stairs, and this kid pops up just covered in blood. Like not fake blood, like real blood from his nose, from his mouth. Apparently it was an MMA studio too.
Oh.
So
my gosh.
Right behind this kid, this guy comes running up, and he's not wearing a shirt. He's wearing really, he's got your stubbies, Kent. He's wearing your stubbies.
Spencer, I don't think this is MMA. I think this is some underground kid fighting ring.
No, I'm pretty sure it's MMA. I've got to convince myself of that.
Okay.
Because this guy checks us in, still not wearing a shirt. Anything.
Yeah.
We go back, and he's like, "Hey, just hang out in the sauna while I get things set up."
Okay.
The sauna looks like it is out of like an M. Night Shyamalan film, and I'm just waiting for the twist to reveal that he's actually going to cook us and eat us or something. I don't know.
Or clone you, right?
Like, I'm texting Josh at this point. I'm like, if I don't make it out of here alive, you get to take care of Juno. You are Juno's new dad.
I'm like, yes, I finally get a dog. I'll sell it on KSL.
Anyway, one thing you need to realize, Kenny, about an isolation pod is when you get in the isolation pod, you are not wearing your stubbies anymore.
Oh,
You're nudie
So
Judy?
I don't
You have
remember.
to strip
I don't remember this part.
all the way down. So
Wait,
I
you don't
am-
have to. You don't have to do anything. Did they just tell you to and they had a camera going? What's going on?
You are supposed to.
There's no supposed to.
You are
there's,
supposed
There's no
to.
isolation pod etiquette. Like, this is weird.
Anyway.
Wait, you're in Roy, right?
Yeah. We're in Roy. I am just sitting in nothing. My wife is doing the isolation pod first, so I can stand outside and be the gentleman and be like, I'm going to make
Hold on.
nobody's-
Back it up. Back it up. She's in the pod. You're standing there waiting for your turn, nude as the day you were born.
No, I still had my underoos on at that point.
I can't believe that you were
But,
such
like,
a sucker. Keep
I'm
going.
like, I'm going to make sure nobody's peeping in on this. There's no cameras. We're not going to get murdered.
No, there
in our
were
skivvies.
cameras. I'm pretty sure at this point there were cameras.
Yeah, these people paid for this.
We actually got somebody to fall for this.
Anyway,
There's
then
no
my
anyway.
turn- my turn comes, and I'm about ready to just like text Stephanie and be like, "Hey, meet me in the car. We're
Yeah.
just gonna jet. We're gonna
Yeah, for
go."
sure.
Isolation pod was kind of nice. I won't lie. I highly recommend it.
Did you black out for 4 days? Was there a fire in the sky moment where all of a sudden you were being prodded by many small creatures?
Your kidney was gone.
No, but the following Monday, I went into Bed Bath and Beyond, and I dropped a small fortune. Just hey, I screwed that one up, honey. Never again.
Oh, to make it up to her.
Yeah, to make it up. And then we started a tradition of going to Cecilia Mia for our dinner in Farmington. but
much
that's
better.
now closed.
That's much. Wait, it's closed now?
Yeah.
That's
so if
sad.
anybody has any recommendations, Stephanie said this year she doesn't want to do anything for Valentine's Day. I don't believe
The
her.
Olive Garden, man. The Olive Garden.
That's where we go for our romance. You know, that's where we rekindled everything,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah, that's our bromance spot, but
Yeah.
that's not. Anyway, Kenny, I'm proud to be alive, and
I'm
advice
happy
to you, Josh.
you're alive.
Acknowledge the day, Kenny. Don't get dates off of Groupon.
Hey, do you remember where? Do you remember where your last Valentine's Day single was?
Yeah, it was with you at the Lobster.
We went to Red Lobster, baby.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
You know who was supposed to be there with us?
Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, was it me?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, who? Do tell. What? Wait, it was me?
Yeah, I think you got hung up in Salt Lake with somebody else.
Something about like
an actual
northern
girl.
southern exposure. I can't remember.
Oh my
exactly.
gosh, come on. Well, I'm very sad I missed that because apparently I needed to be there for obvious reasons. So
No, they screwed up my steak.
at Red Lobster,
Yeah.
they're not steak experts. Listen, I don't want to hear
know.
anything other than they screwed up my cheese rolls,
Oh,
right?
I love
That's
those.
the only
If I
thing
go
you
to
should be
Red
ordering.
Lobster, that's all I'm getting.
Yeah, those dumplings.
That was
so
fun.
good.
Oh, did you know you could buy those in a box? And
Yeah.
make them at home.
Yeah, but like that takes effort, and I'm not going to do that.
Oh, it's totally worth it. Use it as hamburger buns. Like make one giant one.
What?
Yeah, you don't need to limit the size.
Happy Valentine's Day to me.
Oh, even better. Even
Okay,
better.
what's better than that?
Mix them up and cook them in your waffle iron, and then you have gravy pockets in them.
What?
Yeah,
I think you
Guys,
just
Top it with,
changed
like,
my
gravy and
life.
cheese.
We got to end this show.
Yeah.
My mouth.
We'll be back.
Kenny, what about you? Valentine's Day plans?
Don't rub it in. How about that?
Are you hitting the northern exposure or the southern
Listen,
southern exposure?
Well, now what I say is going to be a hard segue. No, I just have my daughters, and so we are going to honestly probably get some takeout because there's no way we're going out to eat anywhere. I may just do Olive Garden takeout if I can actually get it in a decent amount of time.
You know what? I think if you order it early in the day, you can get the catering takeout and just pop that in the oven and heat it up.
Ooh, that's a pretty good idea. I may do that.
Oh man.
But
And you're eating Alfredo for days afterwards.
yeah,
Yeah.
But who cares? It's Alfredo.
It's all the Olive Garden, man. Oh,
I'm just gonna get salad and breadsticks. That's all I need. Anyways, yeah, thanks, Spencer. Really cool though. It's gonna be a great day, super romantic. But I'm spending it with the people that count.
Actually, no, spending it with your daughters is actually pretty cool.
Yeah. I actually
Don't downplay that.
I actually traded my ex days because I had that day free, and I'm like, I'm gonna go see Ant-Man the day before, which was the opposite of romantic or fun. So, anyways,
you want to talk about that?
no, I mean I'll be doing a full review on Bacon Bit.
Okay.
So the end of this week. So I mean, probably not hard to predict how I feel about it, but yeah.
I'll try and go see it this week, and then maybe we can talk about it next show.
Maybe just wait till Disney Plus.
Guys,
Ooh.
10 days until Cocaine Bear.
Yeah.
10 days until Cocaine
That's
Bear.
the real
I'm seeing it
prize
2
right
days
there.
early. I know.
Are you taking anybody?
Listen. We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Because basically, you and Zach are gonna have to be in a little MMA basement and fight over this movie. I'm putting my money on you. Just bring your stubbies, okay? I'll be in the isolation pod.
I know a place. We can get some drugs at the KFC afterwards.
Yeah, no joke. Anyways,
The thing is, I talk about the place in Roy, and I bet you anything, Joel knows exactly where I'm talking about. And he's sitting there like, yeah, that's where they get the good stuff.
he's never been to that place.
He's been to the KFC.
Oh, he hates that KFC so much.
I don't blame him.
Yeah.
Is it anywhere near that putt golf place?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Is it the same complex? Because I'm pretty sure that there, were some
No.
shady things happening there.
No, but that bowling alley hasn't allowed smoking for 20 years, and I can still smell the cigarettes.
Yeah.
All right. I know we usually push this off, and we've done it once again. Let's do our calls.
Yes.
Before we forget.
Yeah. Let me pull those up.
Hey, this is Crew. 2 episodes in 1 week. Awesome. Thanks, guys. I really appreciated that. You're spoiling us. I'm hoping that you continue to spoil us with the 2 episodes a week. I would like to ask for some recommendations for hidden gem Netflix, Amazon Prime shows, TV series especially. There's some shows that are, the new stuff isn't always that great. So looking for stuff that's not on the top 10 list on the main website. I would also like to take this opportunity to leave a book recommendation, audiobook recommendation. Devolution by Max Brooks. He wrote World War Z. Like World War Z, this is a found footage, or I guess found document styled book about a Bigfoot attack on an isolated green community in Washington, D.C. It's a great little horror story, and the found document style is one that goes back to Bram Stoker's Dracula. So this is a good story. Highly recommend it. I think you'll like it. So anyway, Crude out there signing out. Hope this one was short enough to air, not like the last one. Thanks. Bye.
Listen, we're sorry.
Yes, we're sorry. And second off,
I'll own it. It was my fault. I forgot to play it.
second off, I just want to say, don't get too comfortable yet with 2 shows a week. But
No, I've left inferior shows for the threat of 2 shows a week.
But I will say this: we have doubled our numbers.
Oh, since
Last
we did,
week we doubled our numbers.
Yes,
we did 2 shows. Hold on, let's do the math. Last week we did 2 shows.
Yes.
We doubled the numbers.
Yes. So
my mind is
Don't
blown.
get what you're getting at, Kenny. I don't get what you're getting at.
Yes.
Good stuff.
Thank you so much, Crew. Kenny, I'm going to let you kind of guide this, because there are a lot of there was a question about recommendations on TV shows and stuff like that.
So I rarely ever go to Amazon Prime. So I was actually doing this research because who uses Amazon Prime to watch stuff?
I did this morning, actually.
For what?
I was watching The Hunters. I don't know if if you've seen that. It's kind of the Nazi hunting series.
Any good?
So they canceled it after 2 seasons.
Okay.
Mainly
super
because I think it's the premise of the show it's like, okay, yeah, we can't go really too far on this because they kind of pigeonholed themselves a little
Okay.
bit, because they were,
Mhm.
the first season was them kind of hunting down, these Nazis that had kind of gotten away, and they're trying to bring justice, and they're trying to find Hitler because Hitler was supposedly still alive. And then season 2, they found out that Hitler was alive, and so it was them hunting down Hitler. And then once Hitler was caught, they're like, okay, I think we're done.
And then they release him. It's catch and release. And then like,
Pretty much.
let's get Hitler again.
Yeah, no different than watching like a fishing show on Saturday mornings.
This Hitler's too little.
Yeah, put him back.
Can we say that?
Well,
we
you
did.
We did.
Okay.
You did.
So, look, I'm at the point now where I can't really enjoy anything on Netflix. I think I burned through most of what I wanted to watch. And maybe I will take recommendations from people out there. But I will say on Amazon, they've got some interesting stuff. Some more well-known that is just now on there. So I'd say maybe catch up. Like, I'll start with the bigger ones. Mission Impossible 1 through 4, I think is both on Netflix and Amazon right now. And those are big movies, but why not catch up before the new movie comes out this summer? I'm a sucker for Mission Impossible, so, I say do it. Josh, you're giving me the stink face. Do you like Mission Impossible?
It's just Tom Cruise.
I see nothing wrong with what you just said. It's just Tom Cruise.
I mean,
Just Tom Cruise? Just Tom Cruise?
it'd be like me getting excited about anything that Tom Hanks is in.
Oh, no. Take it
No,
easy.
no.
After your rant about Tom Hanks, how you haven't liked him in anything in 20 years, the opposite is true. Tom Cruise literally was in the, arguably the best movie of
best
last
film.
year.
I'm not going to win this argument, but
No, you're not.
Because
Yeah.
it's both of us versus you.
Okay. So
Fine.
moving on then, because I'm upset with you. Kingdom of Heaven, the director's cut. If you're into, long dad war movies, this one is a real banger. This was the Orlando Bloom Crusades movie that Ridley Scott directed. And when it was released in theaters, it was like 2 hours. The studio ruined it. It was horrible. Actually, I hated it. And then they tacked on another hour, and the movie is now phenomenal. Like,
No, I agree with you on that one. That's the definitive edition.
it really is.
There's
So you-
no other way to watch it.
Yeah, so you can stream that now.
And what is it
There's,
about?
it's about the Crusades.
The
So
Crusades.
it's a war movie.
Oh, okay, like
Orlando Bloom is going to fight for his dad's honor,
gotcha.
and it's fantastic. There's also Love and Mercy, which is the Brian Wilson, not a documentary. It's more of a narrative about Brian Wilson. It's
Mhm.
Paul Dano as Brian. It's fantastic. Of the Beach Boys. Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal is on Amazon right now. If you haven't seen it, watch it. It's pretty messed up. And then there is a documentary called Val, which is the Val Kilmer documentary.
Oh boy.
Did you guys see this?
No, is it
Oh, that's a
something
really
about
good
like
one.
his plastic surgery or what?
No,
No, nope.
it's about his cancer.
Well, don't I just feel so stupid right now?
No.
I'm going to let you explain.
Yeah. So Val Kilmer has been walking around every single film set he's been on. He's always been fascinated with filming his co-stars and the process. Has been ever since, his first roles. It's his footage that they're using. And because he can't quite speak anymore, it's his son, who has an eerily similar voice, who speaks those basically what he's written for him to speak, as if he's detailing his entire life through film. And man, it's emotional.
Huh.
It hits hard.
Yeah, it hits really hard.
That's actually pretty cool.
Josh, you may need to watch this one for sensitivity training.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think HR has spoken.
Um,
I will go do
It's
it.
hard.
the only recommendations I could add on to that, Kenny,
Yeah.
because he did ask for ones that were safe to watch. Come on.
Oh, I don't know about those. Yeah, go on.
If you can find it, I don't think it's on Netflix anymore, but it was for a long time, is the Hatfields and McCoys miniseries. This has Bill Paxton and Kevin Costner in it. This one is one that you could probably watch with your older kids, but it's only 3 episodes long. It was a History Channel miniseries. Great show.
Yeah.
I thoroughly enjoyed it. I watched it when I was at BYU, Idaho, so it's Rexburg approved, at least. So, meaning they didn't wear shorts in it.
Yeah. No, I've got a family friendly one, 13 Lives. This one is about those boys stuck in that underground tunnels, the flooded tunnels. Did you guys hear about that true story
Yeah.
from a couple years back? Well,
Elon Musk was really upset he couldn't use his
I'm sure.
submarine.
But they did a documentary a couple years ago. It was fantastic. But then they did a feature film about it, and it's star-studded, and it's great. So it's called 13 Lies. It's on Amazon Prime. And then I've kind of got a weird choice. It's called Cyrano, which this one came out about a year ago. This is Peter Dinklage as the titular Cyrano de Bergerac. De Bergerac? Yeah. Anyways, and
I know which one you're talking about.
it's a musical, and the story itself it's a strange one. It's very pomp and circumstance, very bougie, but I think he does such a good job, and it's original music by The National in this musical, and I really liked it. It's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but I was a big fan.
I'm just looking at my history right now of Amazon Prime,
Yeah.
and I'm like, man,
Yeah.
I watch a lot of like war movies,
Oh, okay.
and like the
Watch Kingdom of Heaven for sure.
okay, and a lot of like Nazi films too. I mean, like the anti-Nazis. I get.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just-
You're all
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
Triumph of the Will. Oh, it's on again. I guess I have to.
Kenny, do we need to hunt Josh?
No. Hey, I'm partly Jewish too. Just saying.
Crew, there is one more movie. It is available on Amazon Prime. I just checked this one out. It is family friendly. It is under the radar. So if you haven't seen this one, it's called The Tiger Hunter. It's got Daniel Pudi in it, John Heder, Rizwan Manji, which you'll recognize him when you see him, but you probably won't recognize the name. This is a great one. It's about a young Indian man played by Daniel Pudi who finds love, and it's honestly a really fun, I want to say rom-com, but it's not a rom-com, but one that you can watch and enjoy with your family. Like, to show you how clean this one was, it's one I recommended to my mother.
Okay.
I also
there we go.
have.
But it's got a ton of heart.
I also have It's a Wonderful Life, Mr. Nobody, The Chosen.
You're trying to save your Nazi shows, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
I have to justify this.
Crew, I am definitely going to check out that audiobook.
I have
you
it on
won't message
Audible.
me. Do you have it?
Yeah, and I don't know if anyone has. Well, I maybe everyone has. It's been about 15 years since it's been out, but World War Z is an amazing audiobook because they have a different narrative structure, a different narrator for each chapter, and they have kind of celebrities come in and tell a scary story essentially about the history of zombies, and it's really cool. And De-Evolution, I think, is more linear, but I'm excited to start it. I've been waiting for the chance to. So
No,
good
I'm
rec.
going to grab that one now because me and my coworker, the other Kenny, which is also Josh's other Kenny,
That's true.
me and him, we go on walks at work and we talk about Bigfoot. So
Oh,
we're
awesome!
definitely going to be checking this one out.
I love Bigfoot as well. So I'm checking that out.
Wait,
Can't call Marianne that.
is he real? Is he real?
I think so.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
absolutely.
my brother has gone on some Bigfoot expeditions, and
I know. I've been wanting to go with him.
I-
You got to let me know.
I really want to go. Like, even if it's just a camping trip, which
I don't wanna
most
go.
Sasquatch like
not?
expeditions turn out to be anyway.
Everything I've heard about Bigfoot is he chooses a wife from among a group of victims, and I don't want to be Bigfoot's wife.
Name of the episode.
I
All
don't.
right.
I will say this though, if we find Bigfoot and he's not Harry from Harry and the Hendersons, I'm going to be sorely disappointed.
It's gonna be a monster.
Bigfoot's not celibate. So if he's going to pick you as a wife, just know you won't be alone.
What does that mean? Hey, Valentine's Day 2024. Let's do it.
We have a goal
You
for
do
Kenny.
have a size 12.
Oh, okay.
I think it's time to check our next message.
Hey boys, I just have a question for you. I had some people come by my house asking for donations for the Great Salt Lake, so I gave them a glass of water. They seemed confused, but I donated to the cause. Hey, have a good one. Love the show, boys. Have a good day.
Wait, I don't get it.
Yeah. Dad jokes
Okay.
are always allowed. If you want to call them with dad
Always.
jokes, we will take them.
Honestly, we'll take anything.
Yeah.
We have no standards.
The other show,
Yeah.
we have no standards.
All right, next message.
Hi, brother. This is I would say your favorite brother, but after listening to the show, 2 shows ago, Kenny and Spencer really shook my confidence in that role. So I guess I'm going to start calling myself the other brother. I've found pretty quickly that leaving a voicemail at this number gets you to respond to me quicker than calling you at your other number. So I was wondering if you wanted to go to do some All-Star weekend event stuff. I'm actually really surprised that you guys did almost a whole episode on the Delta Center, and you didn't mention that the All-Star game is coming back. So I'd love to hear all of your memories about the All-Star game the last time it was here, because we're probably not going to have it for a really long time, and I don't even know if I was alive the last time it was here. So anyway, I'd love to hear that. Love to hear if you guys wanted to go do something. Anyway, talk to you later, bro. Love you. Bye.
Hey, Josh, was that Matt?
No, that's the other brother.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the
We
other-
need to keep these
the
straight.
The other brother.
I mean, with Clan Hansen, they're all your favorites.
That's true.
No,
That's
that
a safe
was Luke.
answer.
No, I first off, Luke, we did talk about the All-Star game when we talked about the Delta Center. I don't know what you were listening to.
Probably some other show that doesn't talk about
No,
sports.
yeah, I'm like, you're confusing your sports up. No, well, actually, the All-Star game is this weekend here in Utah. It's the first time in 30 years that it's been at the Delta Center, and I'm kind of excited. We actually got tickets. My other brother and I.
To the game?
No, we got tickets to the rookie game. So that's
Okay.
Friday night at the Delta Center, and I'm excited because like I said, it's been 30 years, and Luke, you were not born at that point. He was.
Was he really not?
No, he wasn't. My mom was pregnant with him, but he still.
I hate him so much.
I know, he still had like
I
6
was
months.
12 when that game was going on.
Yeah, we were the same age, and
yeah, because that was the height, right? That was like, if people think sports are rigged now, like imagine having a All-Star game in Utah and they give the All-Star Player Award or the MVP award, meaning most valuable one player, to John Stockton and Karl Malone.
yeah.
Like, that's straight up rigged, and they're great. They were great in the game, but
see, Malone was deserving of it. Stockton, they only did that because Stockton had like 15 assists, but he only had like 9 points. But they're like, oh, this would be a great story, and it should have just been Malone. But whatever.
do you feel like the All-Star game in the past, since then, has really just become kind of like a playground game where people are just taking it pretty easy?
Yeah,
It is.
Since about 2003, really is when it just there's no defense whatsoever.
Right, they're not playing guys they don't want to get injured.
Mm-mm.
No, they don't want to get injured. They would rather take a break.
Yeah,
It's all about the festivities. It's not about the game.
Well, and considering like last year, Steph Curry won the MVP, had 50 points. A couple of years ago, one of the All-Star teams almost scored like 200 points. So there's no defense.
You're not going to watch the game. You're going to see all the stars.
Like
it's true.
It's like Sundance for sports.
Well, essentially.
Okay.
But see, the
Take it easy.
thing is even from 30 years ago, like the slam dunk contest is not the same.
it's not.
Really, the highlight of Saturday night is the 3-point contest because there's nothing really to it other than you shoot the ball.
Right.
But yeah, the slam dunk contest, I think I don't even know who's in it this year, but I'm pretty sure they have a G League player participating in it, which is the minor leagues, which is
Okay.
yeah.
I mean, there's talented people out there, but there's like, do cool things, make it look good.
But at the same time, I'm excited because there is a different energy to these kind of festivities, and it's going to be interesting to kind of go around. Not just go to the Delta Center, but at the Salt Palace they have the NBA. I think they call it the crossover now or something like that, which is essentially the NBA's version of like Fan X. And so it'll be a lot of like shooting stations and things like that, which back in 1993, I think it was the first or the second year that they had the NBA Jam session.
Yeah.
I mean, as a 12-year-old kid, that was
Right.
pretty awesome. And being like, it was just I was the perfect age for it. I spent that whole weekend at the jam session. My family used to own a baseball card shop, and they had a card show all weekend long in the Salt Palace, in the old Salt Palace.
Oh yeah.
So,
Josh, I'm stop you, and I'm gonna admit completely, I spaced out there for a second. I heard jam session, and I assumed you were making sandwiches.
Spencer.
our listeners are the only ones who can tell dad jokes.
Yeah. Josh, if you're going to the FanX of basketball, I may join you.
You should.
I may just show up and say hi.
Saturday. We're going Saturday afternoon.
Okay.
The Gangster of Love, Dave Stewart. I've talked about him in the past. It's his birthday this weekend, and so we're
Oh, cool.
going to the Paradise.
Happy birthday to
We're
him.
going to the Paradise Buffet for lunch.
Lovely.
So
All right.
gonna hit that up and pregame there, and then go to the NBA crossover.
Yeah. How awesome.
But yeah, you should join us.
I may.
You should join us. It'll be a lot of fun. But I'm excited. It's about time,
All right.
especially just right after the Jazz traded all our best players.
Who did they trade? I don't know anything about this.
All of them.
Oh yeah, all of
the
them,
best players are
all
gone.
of them. Like Donovan Mitchell, gone. Rudy Gobert,
Rudy,
gone.
Mike Conley, gone.
Mhm.
We still have Clarkson, right?
Yes.
Jordan Clarkson.
Okay.
Yeah. Then we have Larry McKinnon and Walker.
Hey,
Kessler.
but Laurie McCart, I could never even say his last name. He's actually starting the All Star
Markkanen?
game this year.
Yeah,
so.
he is.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, compared to last year, it's just not the same. But that's a conversation for another day. But yeah, I'm excited. I would love to know if any other listeners are going to the All Star game, and yeah, maybe we can meet up.
Yeah, we should meet up if we can.
Well, guys, I have something I want to try with
Yeah.
you. On another show that we all used to do, Kent and I would bring some great articles, happenings in the world that maybe were a little more offbeat.
Actually, you just stole that from like morning radio shows.
Yeah.
I did.
Everybody
Yeah.
Come on. Okay. Yeah, maybe I stole them. But what I want to try doing is nobody reads past the headline anymore.
Okay.
So I want to read you a headline, hear your predictions on what the story's about, and then I will read it, and whoever's closest wins.
What do we win?
Just wins. Pride.
I'll announce the prize at the end.
Ooh.
Oh boy, it's an isolation pod session.
Oh no, not
Yes!
again.
Okay, are you ready for this one? Russia's sausage king killed in Moscow crossbow attack.
Ooh. Russia's sausage king killed in a crossbow attack?
In a crossbow attack.
Okay. I think there is a meat mafia in Russia. Two competing families, right? They've been going at each other for a long time. One's in St. Petersburg, one's in Moscow. And the families have been doing this for generations. And I think there's like a king, a godfather, if you will. And maybe he was in a gun-free zone in Russia, because we're going to say those exist. And there was an assassination. There's an assassination attempt, and it was successful with a crossbow, but it was from his own son.
Do we know what kind of sausage?
Oh, that's your first question.
You tell me, Josh.
So
I haven't read past
Oh.
the headline.
Oh, that's right. How does it? Yeah, forgot how this works. I think that what happened is this mafia king. I think he was just down at the plant, doing his thing, and embezzling money and drinking vodka and all that fun stuff, and I think one of the cows, maybe the pigs, sat on his crossbow.
If Josh is right, I'm going to be real upset.
Bow, bam,
Aaron Bow. Okay, yeah,
Bam.
okay.
right in the kisser.
Right in the kisser.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Is that it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. In Moscow, several intruders broke into the sauna at the home of Russian meat tycoon known as the Sausage King outside Moscow early on Monday, tied him and a woman up, and demanded money before killing him with a crossbow. The woman managed to escape the attack in Moscow region to alert the police, but the businessman was dead when officers arrived at the scene. The investigative committee, which positions itself as Russia's version of the FBI. The agency did not name the deceased man in the statement, but REN TV and other Russian media identified him as Vladimir Morgov, owner of Ovorsky Sausages, the meat empire, sausage factories. Grisly and sometimes surreal murders often made headlines in Russia in the 1990s after the Soviet breakup, but have become less common since current President Vladimir Putin came to power. The getaway vehicle was also recovered, it is said, in a village of suburbs in Istra, a town west of Moscow. Ken, I think you win that one.
Hot dog.
And that's what you win.
I like my story
a
better.
hot
though.
dog from Maverick with a 44-ounce Diet Mountain Dew.
Bahama Mama, baby.
Just what his IBS needs.
Should I be celebrating? Should I be celebrating my win over this? This sounds wrong.
I'm not made of money. You don't get a Bahama Mama. Like, think just a normal hot dog.
Boo.
You just ruined his Valentines.
I only wants a hot dog for Valentine's.
Look, I'll bring you
Not
a
from
hot dog.
Bigfoot. Well, thank you, Spencer. I think we should try that again.
Do we have one more? I think we may have time for one more.
He's not made out of money. He's not made out of money, Josh. Save it for the next show.
I need a point.
Save it for the next show. Save it for the next show.
I win today.
But I liked my story better.
Your
story was
was
great.
more whimsical. I'll try and find some more whimsical
Please.
ones for you.
It was very dark.
Okay, well, I guess, as random as this show's been, we've pretty much covered all the bases with strange businesses around Utah.
And Moscow.
Yeah, apparently.
From the Maverick to Southern Exposure.
The Southern Exposure. But with that, Josh, take us out.
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to The Other Show. We want to make sure that we connect with you. You can follow The Other Show along with each of us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Well, everybody except for Spencer. I think
You can send me carrier pigeon.
Instagram, you're covered in Instagram, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, everybody except for Spencer, you can find on all of those platforms. Additionally, whatever platform you listen to The Other Show on, please hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
We may be seasoned podcasters, but this is still a fairly new podcast. So when you hit that subscribe button, you're actually helping others find The Other Show as well. You're essentially doing some missionary work for The Other Show. And if you feel ever so inclined, please leave us a review, because we may even read it on the air, the good, the bad, and even the ugly ones. And of course, if leaving a review is not enough, you can always call my voicemail and leave us a message. Leave us a question, a comment, a compliment, a complaint, or you can even ask us for a recommendation or give us recommendations, which Crew did today. All you have to do is just give us a call at 801-508-4989. Again, that is 801-508-4989. And guys, remember, you can listen to me on my other show at The Party in the Back.
You can hear me on my other show at Baconsale.
And you can find me on my other show